Hello and welcome to Experience Share, Pokemon podcast starring me, 10 Mega.
Yanmega.
Yes, I have a Yanmega on my team now, Josh. He's great.
I'm so jealous. I have so many Yanmas by my apartment, which I'm not at, but we'll get to that, obviously. It's clear. And I still don't have anywhere near enough candies for Yanmega.
Yeah, for some reason, the Yanmegas are really flooding my neighborhood this week. It's part of this, like, Hisuian event. Is that Legends Arceus?
Yeah.
Because, like, well,
That's right.
We'll get to it later, but it's introduced a whole new world of, well, I guess both Barfies and Cuties. Because that little Hisuian Growlithe, woo!
You hadn't seen Hisuian Growlithe yet?
Of course I had seen Hisuian Growlithe, but now I've like experienced.
Oh, I haven't seen it in the app. Yeah.
I've battled it, you know?
I've only seen the stickers, but I haven't seen one in the wild, other than I've only gotten Voltorb of all of them.
Yeah, I want to talk about Voltorb a little bit later. Sorry, one sec. Bug flew in my mouth. Josh,
Yeah.
We're here talking to one another. You may have noticed, Josh and bug catchers, that the audio quality on this episode is a little different.
We pride ourselves on our quality, and we are sorry that you're not getting that this week.
But at least you're getting an episode, because Joshua had to go to Lollapalooza, right? You had to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's only part of it. I had to go here for work, Chicago. For those of you who don't know, that's where Lollapalooza is, and that's where I'm at right now. Beautiful Grant Park, Chicago,
I can hear the
Illinois.
trolley go by. What is that? Some kind of tugboat?
Oh no, they got all those trains here, big train city.
Sure, the L. Yeah.
There's a double decker I'm looking at right now.
Wow.
Pretty nice.
Well, I'm in the suburbs of Connecticut. I'm walking around the park across the street from my house. I'm catching Pokemon. I'm battling Pokemon. I'm talking to you. This is a Pokemon podcast. I guess I should finish the intro. Each week we play through each Pokemon game, gym by gym, week by week. It's an interstitial season 6B. And we're playing through Pokemon Go, which is why we're in situ now, both out in the wild, exploring our neighborhoods, catching our Pokemon.
I wouldn't call it my neighborhood, but I am exploring.
How's the talent in Chicago? Both Pokemon talent and trainer gym talent.
I have not been able to crack any gyms still, because I have only been in either New York or Chicago, and there is a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And I have caught mostly Starlies. I did get a Staraptor finally, my shiny.
Oh,
So
I gotta
that was
say,
nice.
man, that shiny Staraptor looks great.
Oh yeah, did you see I'm all kitted out now? I got the Ruin Maniac outfit.
The Rune Maniac outfit looks good on you. You're not doing your little effeminate pose yet, but you're doing a cool pose.
I'm doing I liked it with the Ruin Maniac. I'm doing the one where it's like I'm holding the Pokeball in a sort of ponderous way.
A little
Like
contemplative,
I perhaps will battle you, but perhaps we can just walk away from this unscathed, you know?
That's good. And you named it Wild Wings, which is really great. That's the name of your guy from D&D.
That's right.
What's not to love? Joshua, can I
cleaned up my
yellow wave?
Yes, you may.
The yellow wave has crashed down upon the sleepy suburb of Farmington, Connecticut this week. And I sent you a picture. I sent you a short video of this earlier in the week, but I have essentially I'm like a mafia kingpin over here. You know, like I have claimed this entire neighborhood. This entire neighborhood is under my protection.
Jesus.
Under Deaf is
in a
good way?
In a good way? Or
I think so. Yeah, I said it's like the mafia.
Okay. So it's a good kind of not domination.
The good kind of mafia, the heyday of mafia, you know? Yeah. Every night I go on a walk, I put my boy down to bed, and I go on a walk around the park, and I reclaim the 6 or 7 gyms or so in my neighborhood. And then the next day, some punk or some series of punks come back and they retake all my gyms. And it's this real like give and take war of attrition. Yeah. There's one guy in particular, and I guess I can't say his name, even though his name is really great, and I wish I could say it. But there's one guy in particular. Okay. I'm going to say it to you, but I'm going to bleep it on the show. His name is.
You don't want to dox him.
No. I don't want the bug catchers to go after.
Okay.
but he keeps retaking all my gyms, and he's red, whatever that is.
Have you tried just battling him? Red's
I can't find this kid. Here's what I suspect. There's a public pool near my house, and that's the gym he always takes first every night or every day. Like, I'm sitting at my desk doing work, and it's like, Bouffalant lost a hard-fought battle, and he's back in your party. And it's like, I remember where I put that Bouffalant. I put that Bouffalant on the pool. It must be back, kicking me out. So he's my nemesis.
Old dirty tricks. Yeah.
God, bug catchers, I wish I could share his name with you because it's the most Connecticut name in the world, but I really just can't have you guys doxing him. So
I also will not dox this person. I had a Chicago nemesis. I wouldn't say that I confidently have one for Brooklyn, but I did get one while I've been here. And that's because I got to see the Cubs earlier this week. So I'm at Wrigley Field. I'm enjoying a beer. I'm with coworkers, having a nice time. I open up Pokemon Go. Just want to see what the talent's about, catch a few Mon perhaps. And I get challenged to a battle by someone. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it has to be. We were friends. And do the battle. And here's what I don't understand. Do they need to be in the vicinity somehow or like in the region?
No.
Okay.
We're going to battle necessarily.
Tonight. I don't think that's a good idea.
For who? For you or for me?
For me.
Yeah, we were talking earlier today.
Sure.
A couple of helpful bug catchers invited me to a raid to catch a Dialga, and I contributed very little, but still managed to reap the benefits of catching a Dialga. So I'm up to 2 legendary Pokemon. How many do you have?
None. Although we have a very generous bug catcher who has offered a shiny green Mewtwo to me.
No. I was trying to snake it from you.
We are not at all in the same time zone. Yeah, but you had the pick of the lot.
I want the green Mewtwo.
You don't even.
No, I'm earning my legendary shinies the old-fashioned way, Josh, by getting out there and doing the hard work.
Unlike in X and Y, huh? You just had a bunch of mayor cheats.
All right, so you've got this bug catcher nemesis who's been challenging you.
So
we can say that bug
challenging
name, surely? No, I guess.
I believe. You can't troll people on Pokemon Go, really, other than this person continuing to beat me up. But the first time was the reason that I was upset, because I'm just like having this relaxing time. I accept the battle, and then the opener is Moltres, shiny.
Oh yeah,
and like,
of course,
Lord knows, probably 1,000 more CP than any Mon that I've got. And so I just get completely destroyed. The other 2 Pokemon are Articuno and Zapdos.
Yeah,
I think they were all shiny too. So
sounds like that guy really had to
also kept challenging me throughout this whole week. And because I've been in business meetings, that's why I've said no, and not because I know that I'm going to get completely destroyed.
Yeah, a few of the bug catchers have sent me some challenges, and I've taken a couple of them on. They're all pretty good. They've all clearly been playing this game for many years, like very confidently playing this game for many years. I don't often
the
win
game's changed.
A ton of shiny legendaries who are in like the upper 2000s.
Right. Yeah, that's what these were all at.
All right.
So
well, let's check in. So we're a week older. We're a week wiser. We've learned a lot. The bug catchers have been sending us a lot of very helpful and uninvited tweets about everything we're doing wrong in Pokemon Go, which is fine. We said,
we're so bad at Pokemon Go, and we're so good at the other games.
I think they were specifically targeting you. I think even our friend David texted us and was like, "You were driving me crazy, Josh. You refuse to learn."
The buddy system doesn't make any sense. It's way too slow, and that's why I dropped the Magikarp. And also, how am I supposed to know that there's something called Adventure Sync? And I had to enable that in my settings so that it's actually tracking when I'm walking around all the time, even without the app.
I think at some point it invites you.
Why my phone is constantly dying, which it is now.
At some point it invites you. It invites you to turn on Adventure Sync. And I guess you just chose to ignore that message.
I don't like it.
But we're not here.
I barraged. Yeah, in any case, David in that text also said, oh yeah, it's like or who was this? Maybe
it was me.
Pokemon. No, but who was saying that it's very clear that Pokemon Go does not have a very good tutorial system. Like, it doesn't explain anything.
Oh
and
yeah,
I only
no,
know my historical knowledge. Like
I am.
you have
I
to
am
just
giving,
root around in menus.
Yeah, I am giving Pokemon Go the same like time and attention I would give any Pokemon game. So it's like it's become my main game. I'm playing it a lot, and I think like only in playing Pokemon Go is my like one and main game right now. Am I like able to dive as deep as I have?
I see. That makes sense.
But like, who is that true for? Like, I'm a professional Pokemon podcaster. You know, like.
I mean,
I was
it's
like a
definitely not
layperson
true for
supposed to pick
me.
up this game. Yeah.
I'm a layperson in this situation. I've been traveling for work all week, so I've been trying to I've gotten in a lot of miles,
Yeah.
and I've gotten in some evolutions, but I haven't been able to just like sit around and battle and like do the things that I had been enjoying and that were also straightforward. And then I'm also not sitting around looking at every menu and like going down every path to find all these settings and like explanations for things that are not obvious. I'm enjoying. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's not straightforward.
Since we started talking on this call and podcast, Josh, I have taken back 3 different gyms.
Are you kidding me?
The yellow wave is crashing down upon Farmington, Connecticut once more. Some upstart came and took back a couple of the furthest gyms from my house with his little blue. Oh, and by the way, here's one of my fucking you make me barf Pokemon. It's called Meltan.
Who was
right?
it?
Meltan.
It broke up.
I think it's called Meltan. It's like
wrong.
It's like a nut, like a bolt, like a nut bolt. You know what I mean? And it's got a little blob body. And then when it grows up, its nut bolt becomes arms and legs too, and it still has a blob body. Am I describing this well enough?
I mean, I'm trying to Google it, and maybe that's making the audio choppy. I can't. It's something with nuts and bolts, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
but not playing.
Look up Meltan.
I mean, I'm Googling it. I'm just saying, like, it's not loading.
It's ugly. It's like
this is
nut.
The most work my phone's ever done.
It's a nut, and it's got a blob body, and it grows up to be an even uglier blob.
So I do
and
know
everyone
the nut
has
blob
this.
body.
Everyone around here's got.
I don't remember what it evolves into.
An even bigger.
I don't know what the hell. I can't even
metal.
What the joke would be. I'm trying to make some Connecticut joke, but that being prominent in Connecticut is like I can't even connect the dots. I don't really know why that's. What does that mean?
It happens to be where I live in Connecticut is a really industry focused place. There's like it's like Black & Decker is based out of here. So maybe it's just this part. They're like, yeah, you like tool nuts will love this like crazy nut Pokemon, like bolt Pokemon.
But you don't have you don't have Clinks running around? Clinklangs?
Yeah, I've seen one Klinklang, but that's it. It's a pretty it's a steel light area around here.
You were gallivanting around with that Magneton for a while.
Yeah, and I gave up on him for the same reason you gave up on Magikarp. I got sick of walking around with this ugly ass Magneton following me around everywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that Magikarp flip-flop around anymore. Although I do have 2 3-star ones.
Ooh, Magikarps?
Yeah, but I only have, I think I'm still only at like 210 Magikarp candies.
Oh, you need 400 to evolve to Gyarados?
Yeah, it's a 400. I have like a great Swablu, but they're so rare, and Altaria is also a 400 evolution.
Yeah, I think I got
get
like 120 Swablus candies.
I did get a Victory Bell that I'm pretty proud of.
Ooh, ugly. Oh, that you're proud of?
I like it. I still like it. It's a 3-star, and it's got great stats. That one is one of my ringers, along with the Staraptor. Victoria is the Victory Bell. Because
I didn't want to rain on your parade, but I also managed to catch a shiny Staraptor this week, and that thing hits pretty hard. I also did the thing. Have you done this to any of your Pokemon where you spend the 10K to get like a second charge move?
No. Is that Stardust?
Yeah, there's like if you go into your Pokemon's like menu screen, you'll see that like halfway down there's the option to spend 10,000 Stardust and some number of candy to add a second move to your move pool.
Oh,
so
the new
instead of one,
yeah.
So instead of one charge attack, you get 2 charge attacks. and my Staraptor has 2, and it's really clutch sometimes.
Brave Bird is great. That's the only one I have right now. I don't have 25 Starly candy, so I can't.
I have Brave Bird and
live on air.
And Close Combat is my second one, and it's really handy having both a fighting attack and an air attack.
Great. Yeah, I don't. I have a Machamp, but it's sort of trash. So I would love to have an actual good close combat.
Let's talk about the world of the game. That the updates from the last week. One notable thing is that there was a transition. I can't quite remember what the theme of like the last unit was, but like the theme of this unit is the what's it called? Hisui?
Yeah, Hisui.
The Hisui region.
We're saying that wrong.
The Hisui region is here. Like, here's a bunch of Pokemon from 1,000 years ago who have like portaled into our world somehow. Like, have fun catching them. So that's kind of been the big news.
Yeah, that happened. I guess that's probably seasonal turnover. I mean, I've noticed that the battle, like, the guardrails around the battles that you can do with random trainers have changed as well. Not in a good way for me. I think one thing that I do not love with the battles for someone like me who still has pretty low, like I've got, I think 6 to make up a like 2,000 plus CP team, but it's not like they're all, 3-star, 4-star, whatever. And I don't love all of them. And now this week, I noticed that it's like the Master League or something, and it's unlimited
Master League
CP requirements. So like, I'm just getting creamed in there. Like and it's either that or it's the baby one. It's like whatever, like Hisui Cup, and it's like,
I mean, the Hisui Cup's not bad.
More than 1,500 CP, but limited selection of Pokemon, and none of mine even break 1,000. So I was like, all right, so I'm not battling this week, I guess.
But that's the tricky part, is like now, so they've done this thing where they're like, and there's like a couple of missions. What do you call them? Lab tasks. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of those special ones of those for this Hisuian invasion. And like one of them is like, go and catch one of every one of these like cool Hisuian Pokemon we've just introduced to the game. So you can go and do that, and like that's what they're trying to get you to do. And like I just happen to have
go and like catch one of what?
Each one of these like cool Hisuian Pokemon that we've like brought to the game for a limited time.
Oh, so document the Pokedex for it. Okay.
But then like I think what they're trying to get you to do is like play with a bunch of these cool Pokemon, because like I just happen to have like a couple of these guys already, and they were pretty high power. So I'm doing pretty good in that like 1,500 Hisuian Cup. And I really like it. And it's encouraged me to do shit like power up a Floatzel, like I never thought I'd be like investing in a Floatzel before, but here I am, That's
fun. There are a lot of weasels here in Chicago. So I'm working on that.
Yeah. So yeah. And then those are the two.
Sense.
Those are the two battle options we have, is the Master League, which is unlimited, which is a fucking nightmare.
It's just a nightmare. I'm constantly going in there, and I did get invited to one of these Dialga raids, but by the time I went to it, nobody was there and no one joined me, probably because I'm like not looking super intimidating. I just got destroyed by this Dialga, so I don't have one. But now whenever I was going into this Master League or whatever, it's like everybody has a Dialga. They've all got like one person had Groudon, Kyogre, Dialga. I'm like, what? I'm fighting you with a freaking victory bell. Like, what?
So they're like so high powered that their like CP is like dark red. Like it's like a Charizard with the CP of like 3,100, and it's like dark red. And it's like even the game's like, good fucking luck, buddy. No way you're beating this Charizard.
Yeah, exactly. And there needs to be more of a middle ground. Like it shouldn't, especially if it's changing. I don't know. I feel like it's weekly, but it's relatively quick pace. There needs to be something between Baby Cup and like no holds barred.
Yeah, I mean, last week was a little bit better because last week was like truly big. It was like 500 CP max,
that was fine.
2,500, and 2,500 is still pretty tough. There's some hard swingers in there, but at least like they're kept in check a little bit.
Yeah, that was fine. I mean, even the other week when we first started, I think was up to 1,500 CP, but no restrictions. So it wasn't making you select from any like a limited pool.
Right. Yeah. Although I do like that limited thing.
I like some amount of limit, but I like knowing that I can choose any Pokemon.
Well, while we're here talking, Josh, about actually, give me 2 seconds to beat this Team Rocket grunt.
I just beat up a Team Rocket grunt myself.
While we're talking about the Battle League, let's do our battle rank check. Have you done any work? Have you done any work since last week? Put any work in?
I don't think. Probably not anywhere near the amount of work that you put in. But
I didn't put in.
Like I said, I've been traveling for the past 4 days, and these leagues, these cups are not my favorite. So I remain at 10 wins, and I now have 25 battles. So
wow.
I'm rank 7.
Look at you.
Yeah. You in trouble? You feeling the heat now?
Yeah, I've won 126 battles. I've battled 275 times. So my KD spread is getting even more grim.
Okay, well, I'm relieved to hear that at least.
And I'm level 20,
which
I don't know if level 20 is like the max level in the Battle League, but it has stopped like giving me experience, and it started like giving me some kind of like points rating. Like the progress bar has gone away, and instead every time I win or lose a battle, like I get like my like point rating goes up. So I think I'm in like the end game potentially. I don't know. I'm sure Bugcatcher will be dying to correct me on this, but something has changed. I've hit some kind of
the points
ceiling.
Points limitless, or are they out of something? Like, is there any clear goal that can be achieved?
I don't know.
Rank 20 is also a lower cap than I would have expected.
Yeah, I mean, it did take 275 battles to get there, and I'm pretty bad at this. But yeah,
and how are you conducting these battles? Like, is that like you're watching something and then you're just like slamming on that Mon and then making sure to throw up a protect shield when necessary?
I've got a couple different strategies. Sometimes I'll put someone who's got a lot of HP up front, and I'll give them a really fast charging charge move, and I'll just let them soak up a bunch of damage while I try to burn through the other person's shields. And then my ringers come in, and he's shieldless. So that's sometimes what I do. Sometimes I'm a little bit more defensive. It depends on the player. It depends on the mood. I've been playing this game for 2 weeks.
Sure, you got to mix it up.
But I already.
I'm also curious. Like, what's your environment when you're doing it? Like, I've basically only been able to do a bunch of battles when I'm like watching something and I'm just on the couch and I'll just be kind of mindlessly doing it. Although I do broadly employ that same strategy. Like,
same. I'll just be sitting on the couch, like battling, doing battles.
Okay.
Like my commitment to this experience is activate my Pokemon Go Plus when I'm driving miles to school, so that I can get all the like Pokestops along the way. Like come home and like do some gift exchanging, and then otherwise it's just my walk at the end of the day, and then sitting on the couch and like battling like I would any Pokemon game.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you treat it pretty similarly to just a mainline game, other than the Pokemon Go Plus.
Can I do my reluctant respect day real quick? Because I'm approaching the gym where I have him housed, and I'm going to feed him some yummy berries to get his strength back up.
Go for it.
My reluctant respect day this week is Ludicolo.
Sweet vindication night.
He's just as ugly and just as like gruesome as he's always been, but he can really defend a gym. He's got a lot of hit points, and mine is like pretty high command or CPs.
And did they have I've been working on trying to get one, because I also expected that it would be at least as good in main games. Do they have abilities similar to in the main games, like what I used to do with the rain dish and like, I don't know, it's raining. Will that work? I
can't remember. I suspect so. I don't think it's been raining while I've been looking at him, so I don't know what kind of bonuses he gets. And I don't remember what moves I have on mine. I think I have Solar Beam or whatever that really hard hitting plant move is.
I've been trying to get those, but I still only have a lone grip.
I evolved it all on my own. I evolved it all the way up from a little Lotad. So I'm pretty pleased. He's my little baby, and his name is Lily Patrick. And
it's a lot better having one on your team than facing one.
He's been parked in this gym for like 3 days. Like, he's just perfectly content there. Like, I come over and I give him a couple berries to get his strength back up, but he says, "Thank you, Papa." And I say, "I'm going to go home now."
And he's the sole guardian of the gym?
No. A couple other people have come to join me. An Aerodactyl and a Tyranitar.
That is
gotten in the mix.
An eclectic crew.
Yeah. So yeah, reluctant respect day. What about you? Do you see any? Do you have any reluctant respect days or cuties this week?
I definitely have a cutie. Let me see if I have any reluctant respect days. I mean, I already love Victory Bell. So
yeah, I mean, that's like, it's not quite a reluctant respect day because I'm not saying I have any respect for it, but this feels familiar to me. I'm horrified, but it's like a familiar horrification.
I mean, I guess like I think that I called out Pinsir originally. I still enjoy this 3-star Pinsir that I have, which has been very surprising as a journey for me.
How's your
pretty good man team, which I obviously know is a sweetie.
Yeah,
but is not a Pokemon that I've ever kind of legitimately run.
And as part of this Hisuian thing, we've got little Octilleries running around now.
I have caught some Octilleries here in Chicago, but none of them are any good yet. For the most part.
Me neither. I don't know. So certain Pokemon like Zigzagoon and Bidoof. Yeah. For some reason, I catch a million Bidoofs, but I've never caught a 3-star Bidoof or seen a 3-star Bidoof.
Actually, that's the same for me.
And I wonder if Octillery's in that same kind of camp. Except Octillery's a second evolution, right?
Yeah, and I haven't seen any Remoraid's, which is also strange.
I haven't either. I think it's this Hisuian thing. It's wreaking havoc on our play style.
It really is. I will say one Pokemon that did not negatively impact anyone's before I left while I was playing Pokemon Go, and Bobby was as well. He caught Bobby's sweetie, Geibel.
Yeah.
Always kind of been a looker, but Bobby, as soon as Geibel popped out and he was like trying to catch him, he's like, he's really kind of cute. He's like a little shark. I was like, you know what? Right.
Oh, speaking of, I caught a Carvana this week, and I'm pretty excited about.
That's a good one.
I gotta get my hands on more Carvana candies because I want that Sharpedo.
A Sharpedo would be fun.
3 stars too.
Yeah, I got a Rhydon was a random exotic mob that popped up.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Can I tell you my sweetie?
Of course.
The Alolan Vulpix.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, this little Arctic fox. What a little sweetheart.
Love to see it in this game.
Yeah, it looks great, and I'm pretty excited to see. I have only ever seen like 3 Vulpix, so I'm not anticipating a Ninetales anytime soon. But I'm curious what Alolan Ninetales looks like. I'm also it's weird that why is Vulpix an Arctic fox in the game that takes place in Hawaii?
It's a pretty good question. I think that I can't remember because I haven't played for a while, although I am excited for us to play it again. I think that they just live in the mountain, like around the volcanoes, although that still would make it seem like they'd be hot because Sandshrew and Sandslash also become part ice. There's some reason.
Yeah, I have them too. They look cool too, but Alolan Vulpix that's where it's at.
I do have Barf as well, but you can go first.
Well, I have 2. First of all, welcome to this generation, Gloom. You're just as awful in full 3D. I evolved a Oddish to a Gloom, and the Gloom dropped down out of the sky, and its little slobber glue hung in the air in front of it for a moment as it landed. It was absolutely horrifying. Just they keep finding inventive new ways to make this thing worse and worse every generation.
Truly.
But as part of this Hisuian invasion, my house is surrounded by Hisuian Voltorbs.
Yeah. And what do you think of those? You don't like them?
They fuck me up. It's like I don't think that they're. I'm walking by a little league game and I'm swearing. I need to move away.
I can tell.
Voltorb doesn't bother me. I don't think Voltorb's like a barf Pokemon at all. And Hisuian Voltorb doesn't necessarily bother me on like a visual level. But I'm so curious about like, is it made out of wood?
I think so, because
Okay.
in the
follow-up question, Josh. Quick follow-up question: Who carved it?
Probably a fucking Mr. Mime, I don't know if they're
Also,
they're banging around in Hisui though. But
follow-up question: Isn't wood an incredibly bad conductor of electricity?
I think it's kind of notorious for that. Yeah, unless it's a lightning strike and then it's super dry and then it starts a fire, I guess. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't
guess.
necessarily think that a Voltorb is going to be keeping like a super dry piece of wood on it. It's probably wet at least some of the time, and then that probably means that it's like rotting through. Man, the implications are bad. How long is their lifespan? I mean, it can't last very long in this kind of a condition.
No, certainly not. Well, obviously they don't last that long because at some point they evolve into little metal guys. There's just so many questions.
And is it like a Rhesus where like, it's got some other totally different filling in there? It's all brain. What's going on in there? Yeah, I mean, this goes for the normal Voltorb as well. Like that's also not like elegant to think about.
At least like you could say it's manufactured, but like this is hand carved. Like
sure,
the Hisuian Voltorb is like obviously hand carved. So like a craftsman has made this.
Yeah,
and somehow breathed life into it.
Blowhole on the top.
Yeah, horrifying. You said you have.
I do, and it's a. I don't think that it's like anything particularly, progressive, like a new inductee. But have you caught Joshy's Barfy Scraggy?
Oh yeah.
So
struggling to keep his little pants up.
Yeah, when you catch it, or in my case, it pops out of an egg, which is arguably even worse.
Yuck.
It hops out of the egg, and then once it like gets out, then it grabs its skin pants, its dead skin pants, and it like peers down to check out what's going on inside of the dead skin, and then it pulls them up a little bit. That's just completely unnecessary animation.
Well,
that's another thing. Like Hisuian Voltorb, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I think it's always been an implication that Scraggy is modest because he's packing like a huge hog, and he's like, keeps his little skin pants on because he doesn't want his like huge hog like flopping around everywhere. And what Pokemon Go has done is just said like, we're acknowledging it. Like here, you can see him looking at his hog. I think they're just doing due diligence.
Okay. I mean, at least
all right.
At least they're honest.
The sun is setting here in beautiful suburban Connecticut. The yellow wave has truly tsunamied over this entire region, and I should probably go hang up my Pokéspurs. Oh yeah, I'll keep this all night. Lunchtime tomorrow. Wow, it'll be hard to say.
I'm going to try to take over Lollapalooza here, but I don't know. This is Gen Z. I don't know how much they're into Pokemon Go. I guess we'll find out.
Well, I think you're mistaken if you think Lollapalooza is going to be full of people who consider themselves Gen Z, Josh. It's an old man's festival.
I mean, go take a look at the lineup. I was looking at this thing, and I'm only here for one day, and tonight I've got Metallica, and I was like, sure, Metallica, I know them. I'm not like, I don't listen to them, but like, I'll check it out.
It's fun.
Sure, it's fun. But basically everybody else on any of the days, other than Dua Lipa, who I know just because of Who Weekly, I don't really know who anybody is. And yes, I don't know who anybody is except in the fine print section. Like you're looking down at the very bottom of any of the lists. And I'm like, oh, Beach Bunny. And like, all right, I know a couple of these people. And none of them are here today. Yeah. I think I reached the point of like, okay, I've aged out of the hip. I don't know. Metallica's here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Basically, go look at
it's fun. You're having fun.
It's wild. Oh,
it would be really fun to claim a gym and leave a mon behind, like stake your territory in Chicago.
And when they get KO'd, they'll come back to me, right? I don't have to come back to Chicago.
Yeah, they'll have to come back from Chicago. All right, let's do level check and then let's get into it. Let's level check. Tell me about how has your team evolved in the last week?
Well, I wouldn't say super impressively, other than Wild Wings, who is my Staraptor, which is my pride and joy. CP of 2049, because I buffed it a couple of times, but I am saving for that move upgrade.
Yeah, 2049 is pretty hefty though.
Is it? I feel like you're trying to set me up.
No, I mean, only 2 of my Pokemon are even over 2,000. And they're the legendaries.
Then I've still got Claire, who is my Flareon, but I have not been able to really buff it in any significant way. It's now at 2366 CP.
Oh Jesus, Joshy, this is gonna be a battle.
I guess that one's all right. Yeah, Claire's pretty good. Then I'm still running Surbug, the Pinsir. I have not been able to really make any progress on this Mega Evolution situation. Have you gotten to run any of those yet? And like, I don't know if I'm looking at Pinsir now, and I also don't even see they have the Mega Evolution on here, which is weird because we know that it has one now.
Yeah, for sure. Except it was a later one, wasn't it? I don't know. Yes.
Well, in any case, when Pinsir is when Surbug is 1850 CP.
When I first started playing the game, which I started like 2 weeks before you, there was some kind of like birthday celebration event, and there was a bunch of Charizards with birthday hats flying around.
Yeah, I've seen so many people with those.
And I caught one of those, and then because as part of that celebration, they just gave me a bunch of Charizard X candy. So I mega evolved that Charizard, which was great, and it turns it into just like this incredibly overpowered Pokemon temporarily for like 8 hours. And then from that point on, you can just pay, I think, just 1 Mega Evolution candy to activate it at any time for 8 hours.
Okay, that's
but I'm nowhere near on any other Pokemon having enough Mega candies to Mega evolve it, except one. The game insists on giving me over and over again, like hundreds of Mega Beedrill candies.
Gross.
Like it really wants me to have a Beedrill and Mega evolve it, and I don't.
You have yeah, you're not even going to bother with that, even if you had a 3 or a 4.
I have a 3-star Kakuna, but it's pretty low CP, and even if I evolve it to a Beedrill, it'll only be like 800. That's like, well, that doesn't seem worth it.
Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
All right,
I would mess around with Starmie. I've got a 3-star Starmie that is a CP 1771. Good year. I don't know if it was not great. Give it 5 more. And then I have Wild Wings, Staraptor is the 2049. I went over that. Victoria is the Victory Bell. That is only a CP 1189 at the moment because it took, I can't remember, I think it was 25 for the Weeping Bell and then another 100 for Victory Bell. So I'm just like completely out of Bellsprout candy, but I'm liking it and it's going to be around.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like the main team. I guess that's what I'm going to be throwing up against you.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm going to make a quick clarification on my team. So I'm only going to tell you my 3-star Pokemon because all the Pokemon on my team who are not 3-star, I don't even see them as Pokemon. They're meat. You know, they're
just chaff.
They're just So I'm not sure the team you're going to see. I'm just going to introduce you to some of my beefiest boys. But here's the team that I'm the proudest of so far. Okay. It's Notesack, my Meluette, who has a CP of...
I saw you got that.
2,695. There's...
pretty good. What even Jumbo is Meluette? Like, what type is that?
Let me go look. Hello. Hi, Meluette. No. You don't have to come out. I just want to look at your stats. No. Please stay in your ball. Meluette.
Keep those hips in there.
Go back
those
to
musical hips.
Let's look, shall we? She's normal psychic.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, she's my heaviest hitter. There's Jumbo Shrimp, Dialga, CP of 2401. There's Mind Freak, Zatu, CP of 1911.
That's interesting.
There's Sunbuns, Sunflora, a CP of 1835.
Excuse me? We're just going to gloss
Yeah.
over you running a Sunflora? You don't have any reluctant respetes to give there?
The region I'm in is like the big agra because they just kept jamming corn kernels down my throat. So I caught about a bajillion sun kerns, and I was just like, well, I guess like I've got the candies. I may as well evolve it into a Sunflora. And then it turned out to be pretty great.
I see. Well, I don't know how you live with yourself, but okay.
I feel like I can't quite doff my cap to it yet because it's more like I'm just like holding the barf in my mouth. But
you're not yet. It's just a deal that you're cutting at the moment.
Yeah,
to have this
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pity, more than anything. And then there's Dave Matthews, my Galarian Rapidash with a CP of 1,667. What a beaut, I was just thinking like, this thing's so beautiful. I need to name it after something as beautiful. Like, what's the most beautiful piece of like, culture I can think of? And I was like, oh, Dave Matthews band. So that's Galarian Rapidash. And then I have a heart. Is he there this year at Lollapalooza?
No. Apparently not a big hit with these TikTok influencers here. There was a group of 3 little like blonde twinks who were all standing around this garbage can here, and I'm like walking in, and they're like, hey, you want to go check out whether or not there's something cool and interesting inside this garbage can? I'm like, listen, young man, I wasn't born yesterday. I am not going to peer into this garbage can so that you could go viral on TikTok and ruin my life. I don't know what the hell's in there, and I'm not going to find out.
It would have been.
But anyway,
it's like
I don't think that they're Dave Matthews fans.
Well, their loss. And then my last guy is a hard little guy, Agron, with a CP of 1494, where I'm keeping him firm there because that comes just under the threshold of the 1500 leagues.
Right. Well, I'm jealous of that Agron. There's a fair number of Aarons here in Chicago and in Brooklyn, but I still don't have enough. I think I also let me check. I don't have a 3-star Aaron yet either, but I really want that line. So not looking forward to facing it down in a battle.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. That's why I like him. Should we do it? Should we figure this out now?
I think we got to do it.
Let's hop in.
Oh man, a tango!
I'm gonna go to
jump there.
I'm gonna go to my friends and I'm gonna search for you. And your name is Josh Man Comp Kid. And there you are. And I hit battle on your screen. And what does it do? Oh, here we go. What max CP do you 1,500 or 2,500? Let's do one of each.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's do it.
Unfortunately, disqualifies a number of my hardest hitting Pokemon. Oh, and a bunch of gyms right now. Shucks.
We're doing Ultra League, which is max CP of 2,500. So that's good for me.
I just realized a bunch of my Meloda's too high, and then a bunch of my big guys are guarding gyms, which I guess makes them eligible for this.
What a shame! What a shame that is.
I still have some tough and beautiful boys for you to fight. Man, I love your look. I love the little mirror in your backpack pocket.
Isn't that fun? The little magnifying glass.
Do you see how my Ditto cosplay has evolved? I should change my pose so it's more head on, but I'm going for Ditto eyes.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Yeah, your outfit is evolving in a good way. You're really coming into yourself. Definitely not being Ditto, that is.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do Ultra League. I mean,
let's do it.
Can't use Staraptor for some reason. David's going to be so mad at me about why this doesn't work. Whatever. Just let it ride.
I just accepted whatever team the game suggested for me. I didn't.
That's what I did. Dialga versus Flareon. Okay.
Good pick,
oh, Pinsir.
game.
I'm going to swap in Pinsir. Oh, you got to move. No, I got it first. Nice script, baby. You're going to block it, aren't you? Oh, and you brought in the champ.
I'm going to punch you.
No way.
I have a weak connection.
Off me. I'm vice gripping.
I have a weak connection.
Oh, is it not working? Too many things? No, you blocked. Protect shield.
Oh,
Beating me up. Oh, I bet those pincers don't feel good though. Oh, I'm not gonna save this thing. Just kill him. Cross chop. R.I.P. Surbug. Starmie.
I'm beating you up. Oh, I love how fast he punches.
Ew. Yeah, that's crazy, your refresh rate. Machamp's out. Starmie stands, which I need to nickname. Oh,
Come
God.
on.
Jolteon, no.
Bit of a glass cannon, though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. That Psybeam took out a lot of it. Starmie goes down.
I'm out.
It's Flareon versus...
Well, we're back to the
but Dialga's
lineup.
And Dialga's like half hit points. I might pull it off. Oh, my God. I have one Protect Shield left.
Oh, I forgot you had another shield. Oh, I thought I had you.
Josh, he's got it. Josh Fancom Kid. I'm surprised. I thought maybe I'd beat you on 1500, but not 2500.
We should let's do a 1500 for sure, because for some I had like whatever. You played very well. You played very well. I played very poorly. So congratulations.
Cheating allegations are flying. Oh, you're level 30 now also. Dang. All right, I'm challenging you to a Great League battle, which is CP 1500 tops.
All right, I'll be curious to see
two Tauruses? I don't think so. I'm not going to do two Tauruses.
We're bringing in a hard little guy, Attack Chopper, and Slime Girl.
All right, let's do it. You're still choosing?
Yeah, one sec. Oh, I'm climbing a very strenuous hill. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry, I just summoned a hill. Yeah, huge hill.
Good job.
Huge.
Oh my God, that Aggron looks good. It's like Pokemon Ranger when you see it out in the wild, you know how big it is and impressive.
He looks cool. He's like so armadillo-like. You don't really think of him as like an armadillo.
Really like that design. I'll block my X scissor from this other good pincer that I have.
Actually, guess that wouldn't really hurt Aggron that much, would it?
Probably not.
We'll find out. Nope, barely at all.
Not very much. But I just get to use it constantly. Here's number 3. All right. Pincer is out. Sand Slash is in. Probably should have done that sooner, now that I think about it. Blocked. Thunder is your attack? Well, it wouldn't have affected me anyway. Shit, I wasted that. But why would Aggron have Thunder?
Welcome, Slime Girl.
Oh, shit.
Perfect. Thank you, Joshua.
I'm screwed. They're both Vaporeon super effective against both of my Pokemon that are left. Oh, it's curtains. It's curtains for Joshy. Vaporeon faints Magmar.
Just eviscerated Magmar.
I think I can get a Bulldoze in from Sand Slash, but then I will die pretty much immediately after that. You blocked it anyway. Sand Slash goes down. Vaporeon MVP.
Good battling, Joshua. 1-1.
1-1. Can't argue with those results.
Even pairing, even match.
I'll take it.
Thank you for walking. Thank you for going on my evening walk with me tonight, Josh, and have fun at Lollapalooza tonight.
It was.
If you see Dave, there, just tell him I sent you. He'll know what that means.
I hope he crashes into me. Is that
lovely?
Is that a joke? Is that right? That's one of their songs. Okay. I'm sure I'll be in the crowd for Metallica, so can't wait to see that.
Joshua, Bug Catchers, thank you for joining me this evening. As always, I have been Ken Mega, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, DL Josh.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
And this has been Experience Share. It's Pokemon Podcast. Please do rate and review the show everywhere that you rate and review podcasts. Do follow us on Instagram and Twitter at EXPSharePod. And
our audio quality is normally a lot better than this.
Yeah,
trust us.
This one. It's usually good.
And give us a follow on our subreddit, reddit.com/r/bugcatchers, and buy our merch at expsharemerch.com or expsharepod.com. And that's it, I think.
That's it.
That's it for this interstitial.
Next week
we're going to be coming in hot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And then we will pick up on our Pokemon Go adventures in several weeks. So get ready for Oroz, where we will be
falling apart.
What? Are you still there? All right, I got you again.
Smell you later.
Smell you later.